Hi everyone, welcome to Figma Design to Dev Mode. This workshop is about Figma and we're gonna basically create a website start to finish live with you today. So it might be a little chaotic, but should be pretty fun. Hopefully you learn stuff. It'll be pretty casual, so if you wanna just ask questions, just like put your hand up or just yell or yeah, I don't know. If you wanna ask questions in the middle, feel free. Our agenda is like pretty flexible. If there's like something that you really want to learn, we can teach that too. So yeah.
The whole gist of the thing is to try to give you tools that you can prototype faster and also work between devs and designers easier, right?
If you've like been to a hackathon before and worked with designers or devs, you probably know it's kind of a struggle like doing handoff. No one really knows how to do it properly. Yeah, everyone's nodding. It's true. I feel like I've worked for like quite a few years as a designer and I still don't really know how to do it well. So hopefully this helps and like speeds up your process a lot. We'll cover a few like common mistakes people make when doing handoff and then how dev mode can help alleviate that. So yeah, if you want to follow along on dev mode, you can go to figma.com/education. You have to fill in like a little form because dev mode's only for pro plans right now. But you can get it for free if you're a student. But if you don't want to follow along, don't worry. Like I don't think you need to if you don't want to. So without further ado, we'll do a quick intro. I'm Galaxia. That's me. You might recognize me as an MLH coach. I was a coach of Hack the North last year. I worked as a product designer into Meta, most recently at Figma, where I'll be going after I graduate. Yeah.
Hello, my name is Amir. That's my picture right there. I'm currently a DevOps SRE at TD. I used to work at Geotab and Think Research as well. You follow me on Twitter if you'd like to. Thank you. No.
Okay, our agenda. Like I said, it's pretty loose. If there's something you want to like learn, some like question that you have, just raise your hand, yell it out. If you're shy, please Slack us. Maybe we'll see it. Tell a friend who's more brave to yell it out. We're gonna do a quick intro on what is Figma, what's dev mode, and a few other tools we're gonna use during this. Then we're gonna start doing a live demo, but we're gonna go back and forth quite a lot, which is like just to reflect what it actually feels like. I don't know if people think your skill level, but usually like people think you finish all the designs and you hand off to dev and they build everything, but it's not like that. And you can work a lot faster if you don't work that way. So we're going to show like that process of iteration so you can like refine more quickly and more effectively and work more quickly in a hackathon environment and in like a real industry environment. Okay. I have more slides, but I don't. Okay, so what is Figma? We're in Figma right now. And who here does not know what Figma is? Okay, people don't know what Figma is. What we're in right now is Figma. It's basically like the TLDR. It's like a UI design tool. So if you know like front-end engineering, the front-end engineer builds the designs that are made in Figma. So it's a visual collaboration space. Me and Amir can hang out together here. Like there's me. You can hang out with all your team members in Figma. It's like a blank canvas that can take the form of a UI design tool, classroom workspace, space for friends to create, and much more. You can kind of do whatever in Figma. It's really fun to just play around. In a hackathon environment, like this weekend at Hack the North, you'll probably be using it to create the UIs for your project. So the visual screens that you're gonna end up developing. But it can also be used for project management or brainstorming or just like having fun with your friends. Yeah, and then dev mode is Figma's new mode, I guess. Figma is kind of, people feel like it's a tool for designers, which is pretty true, but 60 to 70% of people who use Figma are not designers, they're devs or product managers. So they created a new mode called dev mode that just helps you get to coding faster. So it's a space for developers that helps you translate your designs into code more quickly, and we'll show you how to like iterate really, really fast and get like your MVP really quickly using dev mode. It also has a few special features like design diffs and a dev playground. So it kind of speaks the language of developers a little more, kind of like how GitHub has diffs, if people know about that. They introduced that for design and a few other features. So that's it for Figma. And then we're going to use a couple frameworks, I guess, that Amir's going to introduce.
No. Okay, so I'm going to pretend like I don't know how to use Figma and I'm just like going to dev mode, not knowing anything. But here is Astro, a bunch of awesome people that went ahead and gave us some merch. If you go ahead and ask questions during the presentation, you might get merch, you might not.
You will. You will get
You will
merch.
get merch. Yeah. So Astro is yet another JS framework. As a matter of fact, this tons of JS frameworks dropping every day, right? Time since last JS framework. So yeah, this is 0 days since the last JS framework dropped. So there's a lot out there. So what does it really offer that's different from everything else? Well, it's comes in with a content management system, built-in router, and ships zero JavaScript by default to the browser. Unless you want to use this island architecture to like use, you can use React inside, you can use Svelte inside, whatever you want, right? They have really awesome docs. Amazing people are working on it, really smart as well. And it's really good tech comparative as well, in my opinion. You can prototype in it super fast, and using the node runtime, it will generate a static website for you. Does anyone not know what Node is? I think everybody is good. Okay. So yeah, if you want to follow along, have Node installed, and then we'll go through everything else. So let's also talk about Tailwind. This is one of my favorite things I've worked with throughout my years. I don't work on a event dev anymore, but when I did, this is an absolute lifesaver. There's a bunch of really smart people working on it. It's a utility-driven approach to CSS that really takes the pain out of it. And unlike frameworks like Bootstrap, it's a really flexible system, so you're not locked into their mentality. You always have the option to go out, but use a utility-driven approach to go about your designs, right? And we're going to be using that on our workshop as well. So yeah, let's. Before we go, I want to give a shout out to Astro.build and this awesome person that gave us the merch from Astro. If you tag them on Twitter and say you were at Hack the North, I will give you a sticker after for Astro. Yeah, show me your tweet and I'll give you a sticker.
I want to give a shout out to myself for getting the Figma merch. If this is too intimidating for you, if you're a designer, don't worry about this. You don't have to install this. It's just the tools we're gonna use in the workshop, but I think the skills we're gonna learn will be applicable no matter what tools you use. If you're in the back and you want to sit down, there's seats here if you want to join. Okay.
Also, if it's like small, let us know.
Yeah. Also, one more thing is we have like a where's the shortcut?
Oh yeah.
We're gonna use some shortcuts during this. I'll try to cover all of them. Like when it should show like the keystroke at the bottom. Yeah. Okay, so this is a collaborative experience. We're gonna make a website with all of you. So it's not gonna just be us coming up with the ideas. So this is your first chance to get some merch. Let's design this website together. The first question we have is what type of website we should make. So here are the options. Anyone wants to have a strong opinion, feel free to yell, put your hand up in the front. Weather, okay. Oh my god.
The first question I asked you.
What the? That was in the front.
Weather? Oh, you said that? Okay.
That was an ick. That was an ick. Okay, so we're gonna make a weather app. That should be pretty fun. The next question is what type of theme? You don't need to have a theme for your website, but we have some themes we came up with. There's a space theme, tropical theme, cowboy theme, or underwater theme. Oh, everyone has opinions on this. Everyone looks so eager. Okay, in the front with the red. Space.
Okay.
Then other people want space too.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my gosh. What do space, weather? Okay.
How's the weather?
Yeah, how's the weather in space, I guess, is our question. So it should be good. So in the beginning of your process, the designer is probably going to be doing like a little more of the work just to get like the basis of what you're going to make out. So I guess we can start in Figma. If you make a frame, you can press F or you can press A, and you can choose from all these different templates that they have. People like to ask me like, oh, what size are you supposed to make it? I don't really know. I don't think anyone knows. I just use like MacBook Pro 14 because I have one. So I feel like that makes sense. on this website. Let me change the background. God. Heck. I don't know what that was. Okay, so we're gonna start with the website. I'm actually gonna start by teaching a little bit about auto layout. Do people here know what auto layout is? It's a bit of like a more intermediate, advanced. Some people cheered for auto layout. Me too. I love auto layout. Auto layout and dev mode play really well together because if you're a dev, auto layout is basically Flexbox. So it lets you make your layout like more robustly. Yeah, I'll give a demo on why auto layout is good, and then when we go onto dev mode, the Figma will automatically know what's a Flexbox because we use auto layout, and it'll make it a lot more like accurate to our design, basically. So if you are starting out and you are not using auto layout, the way you might make a website is I'll just make like a mini website here. You might make like, let's say we want like a nav bar and we want to have like a hero image and some content. The way you might make this is you make a frame for your nav bar, and you drag it out. I'll make it like this pink color. And then if we want to make a hero, or I'll make a rectangle here for the hero image. Let's say we want to like around that big, and then we're like centering it here, and we make it like a green color. And then if we want to have, let's say we want to have like 3 little content blocks here. This is just like a random website. We might make like some frames here, and then I want to have them like go across the whole screen, but it's kind of hard. Like they're not long enough. The spacing is not right, and it's just like not the vibe. You know, like it's taking so long. It's kind of inaccurate. Yeah. So the way I would do it in auto layout is you make a frame, and then I would add. Well, let's think of the things that we want. The first thing I want on the top is a nav bar. So we can copy this nav bar over here, but it's like a little too long for this screen. But if we add auto layout, so click on the frame that you want to add auto layout to and click plus on the auto layout here, and it'll add auto layout. So something scary happened. What it's doing is just adjusting the size of the frame to like hug the contents inside. So that's okay. We can make it big again to how we want it. And then the nav bar, we always want to be across the whole screen, right? You don't want your nav bar to be like awkwardly like in the middle of your screen. So we're gonna make this like build container. So then if we make this screen bigger or smaller, the nav bar will always follow the size of this parent frame. And then, so that's pretty straightforward. And we want to have this hero image here too. So I'm gonna copy it here, and we can't move it anywhere because it's auto layouted. Like it kind of like traps you into this layout so you don't make anything weird. But we want it to be centered. Right now it's like on the left side, which is not really that cute. So there's a visual thing here. If we select this auto layouted frame, there's this visualization that lets you basically choose where you want to put the stuff. So hopefully this kind of makes sense as I'm clicking each thing. Like it's automatically layouting everything according to how I want it. So I'm gonna put this in the middle, and then everything will look normal here. And you like a good practice for like doing auto layout is making different sections. So I'm just gonna group these 2 things together because I want them to have like a similar margin to the edge. So I'll add these 3 here. Oh my gosh. And then it's gonna stack them all downwards because we have this selected downwards. So instead of having it downwards, let's select all of these rectangles and put them in their own auto layout, and then click on the horizontal arrow, and then it'll magically make it wide. It's not the right width right now, so let's make a frame that's just here, like just around these items. Let's put these inside this frame we just made. Where'd it go? Sorry, I can't believe I think maybe the easier way to show this would be selecting the things that you want to put inside the frame. And then if you right click, you can click frame selection, And now there's this frame around these things. But this frame is like kind of small. We want the frame to be like the whole width of the website. This is kind of just like a best practice is to use like fill container because everything's going to be wide. If you do like ever done web development, it's like kind of weird to make things just like have a fixed width in the middle. Instead, everything's going to be like against the edges. And then we can add auto layout here and make it centered. And then we can also add some margin on the edge because we don't want it to be like really close to the edges. If we make these fill container, like this is going to be too close to the edge. So we're going to make this like 64 is a good number. And then if we select all of these and we want them to be like wide, you could drag it out, but it's kind of like not robust. Instead, you can go here and click fill container, and then everything's just like auto-magically layouted. You can change all the numbers here. Yeah, that's a quick demo on auto layout. I know it's a little confusing. If you ever have questions on auto layout, just like hit me up, Slack me, I can help you out. But the TLDR is add auto layout to your frames, and then you can change the way things stack. So you can do vertical or horizontal layout. Wrap is like, we're not gonna get to wrap today. There's also like the alignment that you can change. This number is like grid gap or gap in Flexbox. This is padding like horizontal and this is padding vertical. But if you just like mess with the numbers, like change them around, you can probably kind of get what's changing. That's like a good way to learn in my opinion. So yeah, for this workshop, we're going to be auto layouting a lot, which is why I spent time on this demo, but it's also a pretty good thing to just know. It makes your designs a lot cleaner. It makes it responsive too, because everything is like stretching to fill the whole width. If I were to make this like a big, long website or like a ginormous website, it would still be like responsive. So also auto layout is good. I think it seems hard, but if you get the hang of it, people really swear by it. Yeah. So without further ado, just make your screen brighter.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, we're gonna start on our space weather website. So let's think, what needs to be on a weather website? Anyone have ideas?
Weather.
Bad answer. More specific.
Temperature.
Temperature. You give them a. What is going on? Karibu exposed.
No,
Temperature. Okay, wait, who said temperature? Can you
oh, let me grab
give
it.
them a any beside you? You, yes.
The location.
Okay, that's a good one. Location. Anyone else?
Time of day or
Time of-
date.
Date? What's so many ideas? What about you?
Location.
Sorry?
Cloud cover? Cloud cover?
Oh, cloud cover. That's some advanced stuff, guys. I'm not a meteorologist. What's cloud cover? That's like a percentage?
Oh, I gotta make that.
Percent of the sky covered? In the front?
Invitation.
Precipitation. Precipitation. Right there. Humidity. Humidity. Oh my god. Humidity. Okay, well, take, baby. There's so many more.
Like a symbol to represent the actual weather.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. A symbol to represent the weather condition. Okay. In the back. It's a wind speed. How about you?
Risk or one.
Oh, that's a good one. Weather warnings. We get weather warnings in Waterloo. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Like tornadoes or something?
We don't get tornadoes, but we got one.
For what?
For like, remember when it was like this forest fires, like the small.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay, let's do,
Who did I miss? Okay, gotcha.
let's do one more. Who was a really good one? Okay, in the very back.
When the sun rises and sets.
Oh, I like that one. I like sunset, sunrise, sunset time. That's a good one. I think you plan your hot day at sunset. This is important stuff. Okay, I think it's enough features. hopefully we get to all of them. If I were doing this like in a hackathon, I would prioritize these, but we're just gonna go for it and try to implement all of them. I don't want to judge anyone's ideas as less important. I don't know about cloud cover though. Okay, so we're gonna make a like desktop website, and because it's space themed, I think maybe we can start making like dark background. I'm personally not a dark mode person. I use Discord light mode. Anyone use Discord light mode here? Yes! Yes, so brave! So brave to admit it. We both use Discord light mode. Yeah. I think it's just better, it's prettier. My Figma's light mode. Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay.
We're gonna start using light mode.
Yeah.
Yeah. For undefined reasons, and you'll find out later. We're gonna start
No
using light
particular
mode.
reason, yeah.
We're gonna do like blue for the sky. I feel like that makes sense. It's space-ish and it's weather-ish. So I'm gonna. Can you check the current weather? It's not the current. It's in space.
Oh yeah, you're right.
What is this weather in space? Is it cold
Cold.
there? Like negative 2000? Any space heads in here?
1 Kelvin or something? No?
Is it not warmer in space because there's no atmosphere?
It gets really cold.
Like that, I don't know enough about space to connect those statements together. He said, "Is it not warmer in space because there's no atmosphere?"
It depends on where you are. Like it's really cold or really hot.
You're a space head. How cold is it in space?
Like 0 degrees Kelvin at the minimum.
That's-
But it
0
also can be like
Okay.
boiling
degrees
at the maximum.
Kelvin. This is not a degree
Degrees, yeah.
thing. How do you make a degree symbol?
No clue.
This is not the degree symbol.
Oh. Keep it like that. It's a dumb.
Not negative. 0 Kelvin. Is K the symbol for Kelvin?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm learning I'm learning more than you today. So I guess like the most important information here will be our temperature. So we can make it big. Like 80 is pretty big, I think.
Isn't a degree?
Sorry? Oh, Kelvin's not degree? But you're right! Why did I waste so much time doing degrees?
Okay. Alright.
You guys all let me do that! Okay.
Yeah.
This looks kind of lame. I do like 1K.
1K.
That's a lot higher though. Okay, let's do 0K. Okay, symbol. What are weather conditions in space? Like, what's the weather conditions in space?
Right.
It's very sunny.
Huh?
Very sunny.
It's sunny in space? I guess that makes sense. The sun's like over there.
Yeah, there's just like more radiation.
Meteor
from-
showers.
Good one too. Okay, we'll do sunny. If you ever want icons, go to plugins and do manage plugins. You can find, I really like this one called like Streamline, I think. Streamline icons. And it'll give you a bunch of icons, hopefully. Okay. If you search sun, there should be like so many of them. What the heck? These are freaking crazy. I just want basic sun. Okay, this is a life hack. If you ever need icons, just download an icon plugin. Do not try to make your own icons, especially in a hackathon. You're gonna waste a lot of time. So use these icons, they're really good. This one's, what the heck? Why does it look like that? Never mind, don't use that plugin.
Sun.
I have a better plugin. That plugins canceled. Material design plugins my new best friend. Material design icons. This is like a JPEG. I'm gonna freak out. Don't use the last one. Streamline icons is canceled. Whoa, so clear, high res. Material design icons, yes. Okay, so we're gonna put the, I think it can be like beside here, maybe. I think that's kind of cool. Here's where we can use auto layout. So I like to auto layout everything. You don't have to use auto layout for everything, but a good quick little shortcut to auto layout stuff is select the things you want to auto layout and do Shift A, and then it'll make them auto layouted. And now we can like really easily figure out how much space we want between it. I think a good number is like 16. I just go off vibes. I think 16 like sounds good. We'll make this like a little bigger so it matches. And I want them to be like equal, so we'll just do middle. It looks not bad. And we'll fix the colors later. So I'll call this temperature. I know people have hot takes about renaming layers. I try to, don't have to, especially if you're like trying to work fast, you don't have to name your layers, but it can be helpful for your developer. Okay, so we have this is done, this is done. Location. What's a location in space? We need some space heads, please.
Above the atmosphere.
Sorry?
Above the atmosphere.
Above the atmosphere.
Or on the moon.
Space heads
If you could do on the
some
moon.
Astro swag.
It's true.
Do you have more?
What?
Did you say more?
Oh, like maybe you can be on the moon.
Above the atmosphere on the moon?
Oh, then you can just do. Oh,
On the moon? Why would it be sunny on the moon? It doesn't make any sense to me. Let's go above
depends
the
on what side of the moon
atmosphere.
you're on.
It probably is sunny on the moon, but it doesn't sound right. Okay. I think we can put the location like probably below here is good. Okay. Location done. Time of day. Is the time different in space? I don't know.
There's like
No time.
because like
Oh, there's no time in space.
Okay, question mark,
you
question mark,
can't
question mark,
measure,
question
like-
mark, colon, question mark, question mark.
no.
You can go off of Earth
There's
time.
also like no wind speed
There's no wind speed. Is there
Yeah.
cloud cover?
or sunrise.
Cancel. Cloud cover's canceled. Wind speed canceled. Is it humid in space?
No.
No?
It's like no water though.
No, let's be sure for me.
This is the opposite of Stone Creek is what's happening right now. This is a rare occurrence.
There's also like no precipitation.
Nice. Let's stop for music.
Well,
Uh,
okay.
you
We,
could count, like,
add meteor
meteors,
showers under
maybe.
precipitation.
yeah, meteor showers of precipitation,
That's
in my
true.
opinion. It's a shower. Okay, so we can keep precipitation. Is there anything else you want to cancel?
Sunrise
Weather
and
warning.
sunset. I
I
mean,
guess that's true. I guess that's like an Earth relative.
I mean, if you're like on one side of the Earth away from like not facing the sun, then like technically, like once the Earth moves, then it's like sunrise, right?
I'm not gonna lie, you lost me.
I like that.
I don't know what that
I think
meant.
there'll always be a sunrise and sunset. It's just a different location on the
Yeah,
Earth.
yeah. We can have like Earth sunset.
Yeah, you can see like which
You can have sunrise and
which
sunset,
latitude
just
is
come
the
6 months
sunset right
later.
Yeah, Earth sunrise and Earth sunset. That's like, I like that. That's cool. Make it smaller. The time can be smaller too. I will put the time at the top. Anyone else want to cancel any of these? No. Oh, one more.
I think technically we kind of like cancel all. Say
You don't want this workshop to happen? Hater.
Yeah, I think he's technically right. There's technically no
haters.
weather in space.
just saying.
It's all,
Technically, we don't need to make this website at all. Technically, I hate this website. We're gonna make a website. What's the time? We're
We're
taking
good, we're
much
good.
time.
Okay.
We're gonna stand-up
Yeah.
comedy set. This is done. Weather warnings. There's definitely warnings in space, like aliens. That's a weather warning.
I like
Meteor
that.
shower.
I like
Okay.
that.
I'm doing a bad. Oh yes.
Change the slide, we could do like predicted meteor showers or whatever.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay. For chance of a meteor shower. Sounds good. Okay, I'm glad that we can all agree. Anyone still unhappy? Except for you. Not you. Anyone else unhappy?
What's the question mark?
That's the time, obviously. Keep up, please. Yeah, this is the time right now in space. Apparently there's no time in space. I don't know.
How about we just have like
Sorry?
EST?
How are you gonna keep track of
No
the
more
day?
space
Such a
questions!
controversial
No
topic.
space questions!
I think we can say like something time like Eastern Standard Time, you know?
Oh, okay,
Oh,
okay.
what if we like make our own?
Our own
Time
time
system.
system? I'm
Oh my
down.
God.
I'm down. What should we call it?
Like maybe like one
HDN.
complete rotation of like the Earth around the sun.
What do you want me to write? Just like
Seconds,
tell me
seconds,
the
and
time
seconds.
system?
Time zone is HDM.
HTM, but what is the time? What's the number?
47.
It's in hexadecimal.
47? Done. Consider it done. This is the time, okay? No one asked questions about this. This is the time. Okay. Time. Wait, what was that the time? Yeah, time. Is there a date and space? I'm questioning everything now. Is there a date and space? Day 2 of Pack the North.
September.
How about that?
Yeah, it's daytime.
Yeah, pre-Hack the North, post-Hack the
Yeah.
North. Okay, we're gonna rearrange things. I'm just trying to put everything here right now. Date, done. Chance of a meteor shower. What's a good number? Anyone have a favorite number? Least favorite number? 7%. Meteor shower. Meteor shower. We can group these together too. And I'll just make it like 8. 8's another good number. I learned a little like design life hack. I don't know if people subscribe to this. If you make everything multiple of 8, it just looks good. So that's a pro tip for you. Yeah, 8, 16, 24, other numbers. Those are all good numbers. Okay, weather warnings. Okay, so you know like on weather app, it has a banner where it's like, you're gonna die tonight. We can't have that for aliens. So let's make a frame. It's not gonna be here. I'm just gonna make it here. We can give it a background, and we'll do like a cute transparent thing, like 30%, and we'll do a rounded corner. 4. I'll do weather. Oh my god, why is it so big? Weather warning. We can center it, and then we'll say aliens are coming.
No!
Soon. Watch your back. I'm not a copywriter. I'm not a copywriter. Don't learn from this. And then we'll make this bold so it's like more clear. And then we can use auto layout on this frame, and it'll like automatically lay this out. We'll do 8. We'll make some more padding here. I'll do like 24. And we'll do 80, 64. That's a little banner. We can add more stuff to it later. But I think it's good for now. We'll probably put this at the top because it's important. And then we can move this stuff lower. So we'll put this at the top. Temperature, here's the location. I'm forgetting what everything is because nothing makes any sense. I don't know these words. You can make this a little bigger because the percent is like more important than the percent is like what you want to know, not necessarily this text. So you can make this bigger. Oh, sunrise. Sunrise will be at 20 HTN, and sunset will be at 107, 108 HTN. And we'll make these into quadrants too. I'll make it centered. So I'm going kind of fast because we spend too much time talking about space, but that's okay. And then we'll make this bold. And now we have to lay everything out because everything's disorganized. So I think actually let's make these all the same so they can all sit together. Something cool is if you select something and do Command Option C. I don't know why on PC. No PC questions allowed. Only Mac questions allowed. Command Option C, and then you click something else and do Command Option B. It'll copy the style. So if you want to copy something exactly, you can just do that. It'll work. And then now we can lay these out using auto layout, and they'll be all together. We can make it in the middle. We can give it 64, and then we can center it on our page. I think it looks a little rough right now, but we can iterate on it after. So here's like where I'd say it's almost ready to hand off to your dev. Obviously, this is not our final product. It's not looking that good, but you don't want, like this whole time, Amir's been standing here doing nothing, and you don't want to waste your dev's time, especially during a hackathon. Like you don't have a lot of time, right? And you don't want them to be bored. So this is kind of the point where we can hand it off, I would say. And then we can iterate on it a little more. So I'm just gonna fix the spacing a little bit because I'm
Work?
anal. Yeah, you have to do work. Okay, this is okay for now, I think. I think the sun a little less right. I'll take over?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to mark it ready for dev?
Oh yeah. Okay, now that we're ready for Jeff, this is where the magic happens. I don't know if any designers here have been through this thing where you make a design, you give it to your dev, and they come back and they made the wrong thing, and you're like, oh, that was not the right frame. So with dev mode, that should never happen again. If you click the frame that's ready for dev, you click the code block thing over here on the top, it will make it ready for dev, so it's green. A good rule of thumb is green means dev mode. That's like the color of devs. That's why Amir is green, because he's a dev. That's not true, I made that up. But now this is green and the page is green too. So your dev should not go to any of these pages that are not green. They should only be on this page that has the green frame. And then there's a magical switch here that has the code thingy. And you can click on it and then everything's green. And now we're in dev mode. Let's say I'm a dev trying to mess around here. Like if I want to move this, I can't. It won't let you mess with anything. It won't let you change anything. It's just like what the designer left it as. You can even hide all the pages, so you can only see the pages that have things ready for dev. You can show all the frames ready for dev over here, which is like website that we just made. You can see all of these layers. And I think Amir is gonna talk about more like what's on this.
I gotta do work. No. Okay, so I'm a dev. I have no idea what Figma is. I'm coming in, it's like, damn, okay, this is pretty cool, right? I see a lot of stuff. I see on this left side a little thing that says, hey, ready for development, this. So I click on this, and let me also go ahead, because I'm familiar with Git, I really like to commit my stuff. So I go ahead and save it to version history, give it a commit, changes. Best commit message ever. And do that, boom. Good job, change this. Boom, done. All right, and then now I have to actually do work. Luckily for me, today's day and age, there's a lot of stuff that helps me not do work. I like that. I don't like doing work, okay? So what I'm gonna do is click on the parent frame that you have here called a website. And honestly, I think we can get to one iteration. You're probably gonna do it too, but I think just getting the main stuff of dev mode out, that'll be plenty, right? Let's take a look at what we have on the side. We have the layout handed out for us. If I click on the child layout as well, you can see that it says display inline flex, align item center, gap 16. It inferred that based on the auto layout that our dear designer Galaxia has made for us. So let's get going, and then yeah, we're ready to roll. So I would go ahead and code this, but who does that? 2023, I don't like to code. I like to do GPT stuff, you know, code gen plugins. And honestly, Figma has a lot of interesting things with the introduction of dev mode with the plugins tab. So if you go to the plugins tab, there's a lot of stuff that are meant for code gen and Figma. One of them is Figma to Code. This one's the free one. They have a really interesting API as well that this was like released a month ago. So if you're interested in making a plugin for this, it's not a bad idea. So let's try and take a look at Figma to dev mode. Figma says everything done for me. I just have to press copy, and I think we're good. So I'm looking at the CSS. It's a bunch of divs with the content laid out. Okay, and yeah, let's get it started. Okay, so first thing you want to do is go on the Astro website. So astro.build. Well, really cool website made by a bunch of really cool people. I like that the X logo is now the norm. Okay.
I don't like that.
I'm gonna open my terminal. Oh, not maximize. Okay. Can you guys see this? Good? Good? Okay. What I'm gonna do is go into my dev folder, boom, and then I wanna make I'm gonna paste this here, right here. npm create Astro at latest. npm is Node's package manager. When we use this, it uses the initializing command for Astro, and then press enter. I get Houston, it's a little cute robot, some of you got the sticker for it. And it asks me what I want to name it. Let's do HTN demo 1001 try. I want to empty nothing and then go ahead and install dependencies for me. Why not? It's gonna ask me if I want to use TypeScript. Always use TypeScript. Don't give in to the intrusive thoughts. JavaScript is not good. Okay. Anytime now. You guys liking this workshop? Nice. It'll be done in a second. Oh, there you go. Boom. We're done. We are done. All I gotta do now is go into HTN, demo 1001, and fun fact, if you have VS Code installed, you do code dot, it'll open it in your VS Code for you. Close this other guy. Boom. Now I'm in my development environment. Okay. It's a little too small, but I think if I go into the file, I can zoom in. Before we start, let me give you a bunch of plugins that you want to have when you're working with Astro. The Astro plugin is very important. They have what is called domain-specific language, which is like something on top of HTML that helps them compile it down to the static website that you have. And it makes your life a little easier. You can read on their website. They have like awesome stuff like scope CSS, really smart things out there. But yeah, make sure you have this installed. And if you have this is a personal favorite one, you don't actually need it, but every time you have an error, this guy gets angry at you. I like that. And my theme is Rose Pine and Tailwind IntelliSense. It kind of gives you once you hover over a class, what every class does, kind of, right? And yeah, let's get it started. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the SRC folder. SRC is usually in node projects where you have all your code. And inside here, we have the pages directory. Anyone here worked at React Router before? Raise your hand if you worked at React Router. How was it? Did you like it? Yeah, it was a pain, right? I don't like managing my router. What Astro does, it gives you a built-in router, so you can have an index.astro file inside that page folder. It'll just like, oh, you meant to have an index file. I don't want to like go ahead and manually alter that, right? So that's really cool. I'm gonna go ahead and I use Vim, by the way. Just want to let you guys know. All right, so
Weird flex.
Okay, so I basically press copy. I'm not sure how it's gonna look. Let's try it. We'll fix it after, okay? I can see from the start that some of the width things are set statically. I'll show you what the problem that is, and then we'll fix it as we go on, right? So let's go ahead and save our first iteration, and then boom, open up the terminal. You want to run npm run dev. Okay, what this does, it runs the actual dev script and exposes my website on my local computer. So I'm going to click on this link. I didn't install Tailwind, my fault. Okay, let's go to the actual website. Okay. You're going to go into documentation, Tailwind. And it gives me a really easy way to install it. I copy this, go back to my thing, cancel, boom, not that one, paste. Yes. Yeah. I love installing dependencies. Okay, boom. Okay, now that we did that, you see some like little things pop up on the screen. That's the Tailwind plugin kicking in. It's like, oh, you installed Tailwind. Thank you so much. Okay, let's hover over these and see what they do. These are basically utility classes. Instead of having a CSS file and like navigating over back and forth, it kind of leaves like a taste of ash in my mouth. I don't like that. I want to have it like right here, utility classes that actually make sense, like font normal or like inline flex. Or gap 16, instead of having a CSS class that someone changes and then everything else breaks, I just have it in line. This is actually like really hot topic debate on like Twitter. Everyone like either hates Tailwind or like loves it. So find me after if you don't like it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's save it and then run it again and then see how that goes. Boom, save, and run dev. Boom. Boom. Yeah. Okay. So can you tell me what's wrong with this? That sucks, no? Yeah, it's like not responsive. Okay. One thing you gotta do is go here, this width part that you have. There we go. Change it to W full. Let me see if I can zoom in also. Is that better? Okay. And already be looking good. inner ones, I see some have this one I think is W as well. I think this one move it. Yeah, it's pretty good in terms of like giving you like a base place to start, and then after that you kind of tweak it a little bit and then get what you want. Right? Honestly, like a lot of the boilerplate that you would have to have is not there anymore. So W will make this one flex. Flex call. Not working, buddy. This one, and above the atmosphere is 2 down. Seems right. These two need to be oh. Work. Okay. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this, but let's go to the last part. We want the background to also be the same color. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys something else for Astro. It has this thing called scope CSS. So if I do like a style tag or something like that, it's gonna be scoped to this page and not every single other page, right? So in React, you have this problem that you have like some CSS and that like applies to your other components. You can have it scoped to one thing, but if you do want to have it applied globally, like for example, font, right? You would do it here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do is global, and it's gonna make it apply across all the different components that I have. And what I'm gonna do is give the root component a background of indigo 200, right? How is it? Indigo 200. Perfect. Yeah, okay, so that's good. Let's try to debug this like flexbox issue. What is that going on here, honestly? So this hack the north 47. Okay, where are you right now? This guy above atmosphere. Why is it tweaking? Okay. Honestly, I think we're good for our first iteration. You want to go ahead and show the diff changes, and then we'll come back to this one. Oh yeah, we have a curse also, guys. So let's go here. I want you guys to curse us. Left of my 12 pages. What should we make?
Oh my gosh, you can't trust your job.
What is Figma? Oh, take the one up, yeah.
Yeah. We wanted to do like a little thing in the middle where we change the design a little bit and we show how it changes. So we have like a challenge and we had a couple different options. I think the challenge for this one is gonna be to change this design to dark mode. So we have like 7 minutes left and we're gonna do it really fast to show how you can also achieve this in 7 minutes.
Yeah, okay.
And you have more than 1 hour. So with like, how long is Hackler? 36 hours? You can do a lot. That's the philosophy.
So when you want to change the, did you already go for it? Okay, go for it.
So if you're a designer, you want to change to dark mode real quick. I'll show you a really quick way to do it. So if you select an entire frame, you can go to selection colors and see all the colors you have on this entire frame. So we don't have too many right now, but dark mode is just like everything that's light right now will be dark. Everything that's dark will be light. That's kind of TLDR of it. So if we select like something that's light, like white, and we make it dark, it'll become a lot darker, obviously, and then we can apply that to everything that's light, and then that's everything light here will become dark, so make the background like space vibes, and then we can make this lighter, and make this lighter, and now it's in dark
I
mode.
know. Okay,
So
nice.
it's a really fast way to make things in dark mode. Obviously, like if you want to look more refined and like more professional, you can do a little more work. I also made like a little star thing instead.
The SVG.
It's an SVG.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we have some assets too we can add in. So we can add like a big planet. I don't know where to put this. Maybe just like here. And we can just put this here. For vibes.
Okay.
And we can put everything.
Honestly, this is good.
This is our new iteration, real quick, of
Okay.
our weather app.
Let me do this. So I want to just show you guys how, as a dev, when I'm going to dev mode now, know what the hell changed. So I just like went and took a nap, came back. It's like, oh my god, my designer made changes again. I gotta do work again. So I am gonna go ahead and do this and click on this guy. It'll say, let me click on this. Yeah, let me
Amir's Figma's bugged out. It should not.
Bugged
It
out.
should not be like
There
this.
you go.
It should work. It works on mine.
It works on my computer.
Yeah,
Classic.
it works on my computer.
Yeah, okay. Boom. Click on it. There we go. Compare changes. Okay. So now I can see exactly. Zoom in. Okay. I can see exactly what changed. I can go one by one, and then like, oh, okay. Position got changed. Whatever they added, like this planet. Oh, cool. Okay, and then they added this one, whatever. And I can grab that as well, right? So if I go ahead. I don't know if you ever like ran into this when you're using Figma in normal mode. You're trying to click something that's like in 10 different layers. You're like, click in. Here, you can just click and it like knows. It's like, oh, you want to click on this thing, except for instead of the like 10 top layer. You can go down. You can go ahead and press export. It's SVG, everything, anything that you would want. And you can grab it and put it in your code base. Yeah. Honestly, I think this looks good enough. You know what? Yeah, that's the first iteration. We'll work on it later. I want to give you guys a chance to do Q&A. We have 5 minutes. And I want to know what you guys think about workshop, Astro, Figma, anything. Or even questions in general about life, about space.
No
Yeah.
space questions.
Space questions.
No
please.
space questions.
Do you guys see the aliens?
No space. No. No more.
No, it's not
No.
good.
No
It's so
space
jank, there's no
content.
way.
Any non-space related questions. Also, that's it
Go
for our
for it.
workshop, basically. Thank you.
Projects you guys have made that you're like proud of.
You want to show our portfolios right now?
I really like my portfolio. Like it actually like I change it every once in a while. I was thinking to my friend the other day, like resonates with who I am, and then I always go to like Figma, change it first. I'm like, oh, okay, this resonates with me, and then I go self-plug, by the way, and then I go here and then change it. Woo, I have my memoir, and then I have my blog here.
I think me and Amir kind of washed up. We both deleted our portfolio.
Yeah.
If you go to mine, it's deleted.
I have a
as well.
poem here I wrote the other day. If you guys want to go read it.
Stop plugging your poetry.
Yeah.
Open a can of worms.
But yeah, honestly, really nice. Just I think every dev and designer should know like one web framework and how to use Figma. My personal opinion. So you can like just use it.
This was a
Yeah.
project we're proud of. This workshop. Any other questions? Comments?
You have free stickers. Oh, what?
Sorry, just a quick question. With the dark mode thing, if you wanted to make the changes onto like the whole what Galaxia did, would you just go through the whole code gen type of thing again and just kind of tweak it again? Is that
You
kind
can
of the
do
process?
component by component. So if you go to this guy, you can click one component and you can get like code gen for that if you really want to. I would personally, let's go this guy. So you can get like for one thing and see what changed. Or you can just go like Command F and then replace all, right? And then search one thing, change it all, you know? Whatever suits you.
If you have other questions, just Slack us. I think we're on the Hack the North Slack.
We're also mentors.
Oh,
If you
yeah.
want help at
Or
anything.
just find
That
us.
Go for it.
Yeah, we will. Thank you.
We at Astro